Hey Astros fans, welcome to today's edition of Extra Innings, the Astros Fans UK next day recap on Astros ball games. Game 158, Astros nothing, A's 6. Let's get straight into the main talking points from a dismal, grim shutout loss to lose the series inside 2 games with 3 up, 3 down. 3 up, leading off Carlos Correa, as with the first game of the series we had 1 bat with 2 hits as the extent of any kind of stretch of a positive. This time it was Correa with a single in the first and an automatic double down the right field line in the 9th. Unfortunately, they bookended another horrific offensive display from our bats. It was nice to see Correa pulling off some sharp plays back at shortstop in the continued absence of Jeremy Pena, but that was not the headline here. Up second, Stephen Oka. The lefty pitched a solid 1-2-3 6th inning, but at nothing to 4 down, there was precious little he could do to prevent our slide here. There were no other positives from this mire of a game. 3 down, first out, atrocious hitting continues. With only 5 hits in the game, 2 of those in the 9th when the game was effectively already dead, this flat out isn't good enough from us in an absolute must-win game. Luis Severino has struggled pitching at home for the A's this season, but we helped him look otherworldly out there here. The fact that neither the sweep in the last series nor the awful first game in this series were enough to shake some kind of life into our lineup should set all kinds of alarm bells ringing. This team just looks sad and feeling sorry for themselves, and it's a really tough watch. Second out, Jesus Sanchez. I really don't like to pile on, but poor Sanchez has swiftly become an atrocious deadline pickup. Here, we were treated to a pair of typically flailing at-bats before he went on to do damage in the field in the shape of what should have been ruled 2 errors, twice fumbling picks in left, the second of which allowed an additional run to score off a game but slightly below par Hunter Brown, as Sanchez has tragically been a horrible bust for us. Third out, Brian King. The game was already over given the state of our offense, but it was still a very downbeat note to see the excellent King get crushed twice for back-to-back home runs in the 8th inning to make it 0-6. A couple of extra points to finish on. Do or die. If we don't win the series finale, we face the grim prospect of our chances fading to near impossibility with it. And race to the bottom. Our destiny is now out of our hands, and the situation is we are 1 game behind the free-falling Detroit Tigers for the final AL wildcard place. But they hold the tiebreaker, so with 4 games remaining, we need a record 2 games better than theirs. Far from ideal. With the loss, we dropped to 84 and 74, with the AL West officially over as the Seattle Mariners took full advantage of our losing streak to end our long run of 7 straight full-season division titles. Credit to the Mariners for turning the tables this year, as this time it's the Astros who have lost a large division lead and melted under the spotlight. That's it for today's Extra Innings. The next day recap. Let me know your takes on the loss in the comments. Make sure you're following at Astros Fans UK on all platforms, and I'll catch you tomorrow for the next edition of Extra Innings. Go Stros!